Hi, Nancy here, and now I want to show you how to do a two-row buttonhole. And the only time you'd probably be asked to do a two-row buttonhole is if you're using those big, huge buttons, big round ones, and you really need the room to expand it open. Otherwise, for the most part, you end up doing one row, but this is how it's done. Okay, you're going to come up to your point where the pattern indicates that you have to make your buttonhole. So we're going to bind off 4 stitches. Okay, so we're going to start out, we're going to knit 1, knit 2, and then we're going to bind off. This is our first one. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so now it's a 2-row buttonhole. We're just going to go our merry way, and we're going to finish our row. Okay, so now, here we are up to this point, and now we've got to put the top on our buttonhole. There's the bottom. So we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, so now we're up to the point here where we got to do something. We've got to close this gap. The most common way all of us seem to do it is with the little backward loop. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now, the reason you have to put the same amount on as you bound off for obvious reasons, your pattern's going to be off. So if you bound off 4, you have to put 4 back on. If you bound off 8, you put 8 back on. It's whatever your pattern tells you. So now we're just going to go and finish our row, and I like to pull that first stitch really tight. Okay. And when you knit back over this, of course, that will all work out, but that's a good size buttonhole. I will tell you, when you make this buttonhole, it stretches. You probably don't need it as wide as you think. You may actually reduce it by a stitch or 2. It's a good idea to swatch this, because otherwise you're going to end up with this big old buttonhole, and then you're going to have to put all this buttonhole loop stitches in there to close it up. It's just a good idea to swatch it. But it is stretchy, so I'm just giving you a heads up. That's how you do a 2-row buttonhole.